Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a brake flush on a 2019 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. There we go. Alright, so we already got it up in the air as you see. We're going to pull the wheels off and we're going to do a brake flush on this thing. Alright, I'm going to put you guys over on a tripod, and that's going to be about it for right now until I get in there. Alright, so let's get started. Alright guys, we have gone ahead and cracked all the bleeders. We moved all the wheels out of the way so we could bring it down. On this, you got Bremby's up front. So you got two, alright, one on each side. And we have just the one in the rear. I went around, these are 11s, cracked them all, we're good to go. We also found a little boo-boo here. Actually, before I even put it down, we got to fix that boo-boo. See that pin? That should be all the way in. It's not. Who did that?
Hey. No face.
Hey, it happens. What could you do? So let me go ahead and fix that first. We'll go ahead and fix that first, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with the rest, guys. All right, guys, these pins are in. I don't know if you guys could see that, but they're all the way in now. Let me go grab the light on, show you guys on this side. Actually, I got one here. You want to bottom them out. They should be sticking out about this much on the other end. It'll bottom out with a pin punch right in there. See, that should be nice and flush with it. It'll bottom out nice. Now we're going to drop it down, and we're going to remove the cap, and we'll start bleeding. Alright guys, we got the car up. Master cylinder is open. .4 on this thing, and we filled up our fill bottle here. We're going to put this in there, flip it over to make sure that when we're bleeding and flushing everything, we don't run out of fluid. That's really all there is to it, guys. Alright, we're going to go in there. I'm actually going to try to see if I can pull some of the fluid out. As you see, it's kind of buried in there. You know, nice and accessible behind all this crap. They do make a little hole here, but you got to reach down in there to be able to do whatever. So we'll try to get some of it out of there maybe before, and then we'll go ahead and put in the fresh stuff, all right, which is in there. We'll put this in upside down, and we open a little valve right here, and we start bleeding. I'll probably use a vacuum bleeder at first, and then to go to each corner, pull some through. Then I'll probably do it the old-fashioned way and just pump it. All right, guys, later. All right, guys, we got the car up, and we got the fluid reservoir in there with the new fluid. We took out as much as we could using the syringe. Now we'll go ahead and we use the vacuum bleeder to suck it through. Now the problem with these vacuum bleeders, they work well, but you kind of got to guesstimate on where you are with the fluid level, because you're going to still see bubbles, unless we get lucky, coming out of the hose as you're doing it. That's the only downfall to these. Some people say to put thread grease on the fitting and all this other crap. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to do it like this, and I want to use the good old foot to make sure. Alright, so that's how we're going to do it, guys. Let me get this light and take it back here and around this obstacle course. And where's my 11mm wrench? Thank you. Hopefully you guys could see what the hell I'm doing here. We already got flow there. Now you got to be careful that you don't made the job harder and sucked that reservoir dry. See the air bubbles there? You're not seeing a steady stream, and that's the problem with these bleeders. On this car too, we have the nice parking brake in the way, the electric parking brake. Actually, that looks pretty good right there, guys. This is a fairly new car, so these tiny little air bubbles I'm not really concerned about. Since we took most of the fluid out of the master cylinder, all we're worried about really getting out is going to be the fluid that's in the lines. So we'll make this go maybe a 1/4 inch from the bottom. I think that I'm pretty good with that, or pretty happy with that, that we got the majority of the brake fluid out of it, out of all the lines coming back to this side of the car. Always start at your furthest away from the master, then you go to the next, then the next, and then the last. Bleeders. We're going to let that air up a little bit. Alright guys, we're back with this fine piece of Italian machinery here. This car happens to be, what is it? Pedal by wire, we find out? Brake by wire, just like your throttle body. So, yeah. You're not going to feel a normal pedal like you do when you normally would bleed a car. So you have to do it with either a pressure bleeder to pressurize the system and do it that way. You could do it with a reverse flush, putting in air from the bleeder itself and reverse flushing it. Or we could do it with the vacuum bleeder, the way we did it as well. And if you do it with the pressure bleeder, they're saying, though, you still press the pedal. But what's funny about that, we're like, you're pressing the pedal for what? If it's electric, then it's by wire, but I don't know. But we know that the fluid is good. We're good to go. We're going to put the wheels back on. We check for leaks, and we're going to take it for a test drive. All right, guys, so here we are. Good old, what is this, a 2019 Stelvio. All right, guys, be back. All right, guys, we're getting the wheels on. They're all hung. Good to go. All right. Alright guys, battery died, but we're going to torque these things down. I always torque my lug nuts. Always torque your nuts, folks. There's a joke in there somewhere. Alright. This is 89 foot-pounds on this particular car. 89 foot-pounds. Don't look at what I'm doing, folks. Alright. Well, we got that. All that's clean, right? That's it. What the hell was that? This car makes all kind of noises whenever you do things. Makes you think it's possessed, but these newer cars, they got all kinds of sensors, and they know when you're near them, they know when you're around them. It's kind of strange. The way these damn new cars are. I want to get an oxyacetylene set up for when I really need heat. I've been looking, excuse me, at the mini one, but even that's a little pricey. Because I don't need it all the time, you know. So, but in time. Alright guys, there you have it. 2019 Stelvio, Alpha Romeo, brake flush, lugs are good, ready to go on a test drive, and we'll see. Maybe I'll take you guys on it, I don't know. Guys, we're going for the test drive now in the Alpha. See how we're looking. A little dark, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that feels way better.
Good. Excellent. Alright guys, we'll call this one done. That brake right there, we'll take it around the corner a little bit more, but that little stop right there, you said feels great.
And it's in normal right
It feels good from the seat here.
Yeah, the pedal feels way better.
Excellent. Alright guys, we'll call this one a fix. On to the next one. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Later.